Now, what comes up, Robin, often is, well, the fear factor. What if somebody outside that niche wants to buy your book? I'm not saying don't sell it to them. I'm saying where you're putting your energy is in this vertical rather than trying to appeal to everyone, where you're just, it's almost like throwing spaghetti against the wall and hoping some of it's going to stick, you know. It's really tough. And you don't want to get into that. And yet so many authors are following others who are doing exactly that. And it's soul destroying. I mean, I hear a lot of sob stories, let me tell you.
It's sort of like, the old saying, instead of boiling the ocean, just focus on a small problem and try to fix that.
Absolutely. I believe in ponds and throwing a pebble in the pond and letting the ripples, roll out,
Absolutely.
because that's it. I mean, it's so much easier to fish in one spot than try and look for fish in lots of different spots.
Now, one of your interesting ideas that you shared today is bulk book selling. That's the first time I hear about it. Obviously, it exists, but nobody talks about it. Thank you for bringing it up on this channel. Why has this not been so prevalent, or nobody taught it somehow?
Because they're working with the masses. You know, they're putting the book out to the masses rather than concentrating on specific, targets, and looking at those, because that's where the book, you can use it for training. I've got you mentioned universities, training programs. I've got one of my authors who wrote a book on health literacy. She was an RN, and she wrote this book specifically for other RNs. Her book is accepted, in a nurse trainings, and she's speaking to that particular group. And the book is selling all over the world because they know it's specifically for this target audience.
Most book covers has this saying on it: "This book is for everyone," and that tells me that almost kills me every time I see that on a book. Why is that?
Well, and this is a funny thing, because when authors come to me, Robin, I ask them two questions. One is, what do you want your book to do for you? And who is it for? So already I can get a feel for where they're coming from. But the answer to who's this for is everyone. Well, mine is a universal message and everyone can benefit from it. And I'm like, brilliant. Here you are, a solopreneur, and there are companies like, Procter and Gamble and Nike and Microsoft. They don't even try and sell to everyone. Apple, they don't sell to everyone.
You're absolutely correct.
you know, I always love the example of Nike, for instance. You go into a Nike store and they've got all their athletics, all the different sports. They've got different departments for those. And that's really how you have to think about your book as well. Is like, who is it really for? Because otherwise the marketing, if you try and appeal to everyone, you're appealing to no one.